Hi everyone, this is audap. Let's check out Final Fantasy VIII Remastered on Nintendo Switch. Now, I think me and most people sort of find Final Fantasy VIII in a very interesting situation. In that, like Final Fantasy XIII, it's a very divisive game. I think most fans sort of consider 8 and 13 to be like the lower tier of Final Fantasy games. Final Fantasy VIII sold a lot during its initial run, and it broke a lot of sales records. Really hot on the heels of Final Fantasy VII. Where there are a lot of new fans generated with Final Fantasy VII, with it being on the PlayStation, the original PlayStation. But the battle system's real controversial. The character story are not what we expect from today's audience, and I think they were trying to go for something that they felt would be more relatable to that generation of gamer. Of course, they ended up being wrong. So, I'm one of those who I think I've only played this game once, and I've never really looked back at this game since. But it's been a long time since Final Fantasy VIII came out, and I think a lot of people poured their heart into this game, so I don't think it's fair for me necessarily to just dismiss it. And there are fans of the game, just not as many fans as all of the other games. This game is on sale right now on the eShop. It's half price, so I figured this would be a good time to look at it on this system. I did purchase it on Steam, but I generally tend to play games to completion on the Switch. And I don't know why that is. It just happens to be the way it works out for me. Let's check out this version, and let's see if we can maybe make it through. There are some cheats available for this system, so you can get through this game faster, and we may turn those on, I think, in order to kind of get through the game and maybe enjoy the story more so than all the battles, because I think the battles are where the controversy in the game really is at its apex. Anyway, let's go. Okay, so we can press L3 for 3 times speed. We can do R3 for battle boosts. And then L3 and R3 is no random battles. No random battles? How are you going to raise levels? Would you only fight bosses? Yeah, let's see what happens. Why? I'll be waiting here. For what? I'll wait for you, so if you come here, you'll find me. I promise. I know, it's kind of hard to believe this was like the cutting edge of graphics. This pre-rendered cinema. Oh, sorry, the cutting edge of pre-rendered cinema for this day. Obviously, the graphics of the real game are not this. Although they could be easily nowadays. I mean, this could easily be a real-time game at this point in time. very Tifa-like. Yeah. Still great music. I mean, it's the only thing that's great about the game. I don't know, like I said, it's been years since I played this. Where are my polygons? How are you feeling? My forehead hurts. No kidding. Looks like your eyes are focusing. You should be fine. Just say your name for me. Squall. Why don't you take it easy in training? Next time you might not be so lucky. Tell that to Cypher. That's Cypher. He won't listen to anyone. Why don't you ignore him? I can't just run away. You want to be cool, huh? Well, don't get hurt in the process. Let's see. Your instructor is... Quistis. Oh, I'll call her now. Just wait here a minute. I always thought Quistis should be the love interest. I mean, she was the only one that was really hot to me. Quistis, come get your student. Yes, yes. His injury's not serious. It'll probably leave a scar. Right. Now please come by. Squall, so we meet again. I knew it'd be either you or Cypher. Come on, let's go. Today's the field exam. Squall, is there something on your mind? Not really. What's so funny? Funny? No, it's not that. I'm just happy. I feel like I'm beginning to understand my student a little, that's all. I'm more complex than you think. No, you're not. Then tell me. Tell me more about yourself. It's none of your business. Start with today's schedule. There seems to have been some rumors flying around since yesterday. Yes, the field exam for seed candidates will begin later this afternoon. Those not participating and those who failed last week's written test are to remain here in the study hall. Field exam participants will have free time until the exam. Just be sure you're in top condition. Meet in the hall at 1600 hours. Oh, that's the team assignments there. Any questions? Oh, it's Cypher. Do not injure your partner while training. Be careful from now on. Field exam participants I will see you all later. Squall, I need to talk to you. Okay. Wow, that is loud as hell. I can't control the music level. Really? Look at that. Wow, yeah, that's unplayable. You haven't been to the fire cabin yet, have you? You won't be able to take part in today's seed exam if you don't pass this prerequisite. I was gonna go this morning, but Cypher. Do you have a good excuse? Not really. Then let's get going. If you're not too confident yet, you can review your studies at the study panel. I'll be waiting at the front gate, so come down when you're ready. You can access the study panel from your seat. I'm so jealous. Maybe I should take up that subject too. Should anything happen to your instructor, Trepis, the Treppies will get back at. The Treppies will get you back. Back at you? What? The Treppies will get you back. Okay. No, damn it. Alone with instructor Trep. Try to control is super awkward. I'm late. Wah. You okay? Yeah. I'm fine. Sorry, I was kind of in a hurry. Oh yeah. Hey, did you just come from that class? Is homeroom over? This place is so much bigger than my last garden. Oh, hey. I just transferred here. Do you think you could give me a quick tour of this garden? Sure. Ooh, all right, let's go. We'll take the elevator to the first floor lobby, and I'll show you the directory. The animation's super stiff. But this is an old-ass game. I mean, it was 99, right? Maybe 2000 when it came out? Car price 99, but usually that means the game releases actually the following year. Oh, hey, would you like to have these? My brother gave me these cars, but they're really not my thing. You can have them if you like. What? How do you want to play? How do you play a card game? I think it's best to look at the card game explanation in the tutorial. I don't know much about it, really. If you want to play cards with someone, talk to them by pressing Y, but keep in mind not everyone is a card player. Oh, by the way, I don't play, so don't bother challenging me. I know, it's too bad they couldn't get the original assets to look crisper, you know? I mean, they're about as crisp as they can get, considering the original resolution. I mean, they really shouldn't even be looking this good, I guess. Ah, damn it. Who are you? Don't cause too much trouble for Instructor Trep. Or is it Trepe? Trep. Sounds too close to tripe. I will say in general, I do Let's see. That's the directory. I do actually like the soundtrack better than the 7. At least that's my personal opinion. Well, this is it. Balam Garden is pretty big. It's a good idea to check where you want to go and select it here. I have a question. How do you use this? Move the cursor and press A to select. Next, I'll give a quick explanation of the various facilities. Yes, sir. You'll find the dormitory to the north. The majority of the students live in the dorms. There aren't too many students who commute. Yeah, I'm in the dorms too. You can rest and change in there. West of the north block is the cafeteria. There's always a big rush for the hot dogs. You better get used to waiting in line. Got it. East of the north block is the parking lot. We usually take the garden car when a mission comes up. The front gate is located to the south. That's right. I have to go meet Instructor Treppe in the front gate. What's the matter? Nothing. Next, we have the quad, located in the west block. There's an event being planned there. I know. It's the garden festival. It's going to be great. I'm planning to be on the committee. You want to help out too? Let's just continue. South of the west block is the infirmary. This is where you get treated for your injuries, but a lot of students just come here for advice. What's the doctor's name? Dr. Katawaki. Now, the east block. This is the training center. It's the only facility open at night. It's used for training, and they have real monsters running loose there. If you don't take it seriously, you may end up dead. Just be careful. Okay. South of the east block is the library. There's a lot of material you can look up there, but the terminals in the classroom are a lot more efficient. And you already know about the classroom on the second floor, right? Yep, I remember that one. By the way, the headmaster's office is located on the third floor. You need permission to get in. Another question. What's the headmaster's name? Headmaster Sid. That's about it. Anything else? Got it. Hey, are you taking today's seed exam? Yeah. Then maybe I'll see you again later. I've already finished my training at my previous garden. I'm taking the seed exam too. I'm taking the seed exam today too. Good luck to both of us, huh? Thanks a lot. Oh, Squall, Instructor Treppe is waiting for you at the front gate. What? You don't know where the front gate is? You're kidding me, right? There's only one gate. Head south from where we are. Did you also forget you can check where you want to go on the directory? Save point, access the menu, and select save to save your game. I know, it even emulates the memory card slots. Oh, I wish you could change the music volume. That is really loud. Nice breeze, beautiful sun. I think I'll just not finish my sentences. That's how beautiful the sun is. Found a draw point. No one can draw. Not yet. Squall, you're forgetting something. Your GF. Quasicuddle. Quasicuddle? Shiva. I have a few things to explain before we head off. GF gives us strength. The stronger the GF, the stronger we become. So, here's a brief explanation on junctioning a GF. Junction tutorial. Junction enables characters to power up and use abilities. This means a GF must be junctioned in order to power up and use abilities. Let's begin by junctioning a GF. Right now, no GF is junctioned. All of the commands in gray cannot be selected yet. Once junction is selected, the GF and magic commands appear. Since no GF is junctioned, magic is displayed in gray. Let's junction a GF. By selecting GF, a GF list appears. Press Y to see abilities possessed by a GF. The abilities are HP junction, vitality junction, etc. Let's choose a GF. When GF Quasicodal is selected, its abilities, HPJ, Vitality J, make the stats HP and Vitality appear in light. Magic can now be junctioned to HP and Vitality. But since there is currently no magic, we'll move on to setting abilities. There are 3 command abilities, and 2 non-command abilities for characters and party. A total of 5 abilities can be set. Depending on the GF's abilities, the maximum is 4 non-command abilities. This means that up to 7 abilities can be set. Let's set some abilities. First, select a slot. The top window is for command abilities used during battle. The bottom window is for character and party abilities. Selecting the top window displays command abilities. And selecting the bottom window displays character and party attribute abilities. Since there is currently no magic, let's set the command ability Draw to get some magic. When an empty slot is chosen, the cursor moves to the right. Select Draw to set the command Draw. This is how command abilities used during battles are set. Let's add GF and item to the list of command abilities. Now GF and item are set. Let's set a non-command ability. By moving the cursor down, a character ability is displayed. Now set Maj plus 20%. Select an empty slot, and select Maj plus 20%. Maj plus 20% is now set. Abilities have now been set. This concludes the tutorial. Thank you, and good luck. Everything okay until now? You can always check back by accessing tutorial from the menu. Once we get to the fire cavern, I'll explain how to junction magic. Use the command Draw during battle and stock magic from your enemies. Be sure to have some stock. Ready to go? The fire cavern used for the test is located east of here. Okay, not there yet. Choose between magic and using magic and using an item. Guess I'll use an item. It's such a weird limitation. such a weird system. Did you forget something? Okay, I'm waiting here. I'll be waiting right here for you. Right, let's go do some drawing. Draw. Ready to go? Fire cannon, yeah, east of it. Let's go. That's right, use the trigger buttons to rotate the camera. The right stick does nothing. A student at the garden, right? What's the news on the garden festival? Me and my girl are definitely going to be there with our band, all right? I'll see you guys then. I can perform almost anything, but my specialty is singing ballads. Come by and listen if you're interested. Hey man, you interested in becoming a mechanic? I had an assistant, but he quit for some reason. You might have the right stuff to become a great mechanic, so why don't you give it a try, huh? Oh no, I'm too pouty to be a mechanic. There's always been an obsession with the game designers and the depth of field. It's like, we can't really have depth of field, and we'll just fake it, even though it's a freaking annoying, effect. So peaceful here, yet there's fighting going on somewhere at this very minute. Seeing you all reminds me of that. I'm not condemning you or anything. Sounds like you're condemning me, jerk. Hello. Let's see. Revolver, chain whip. How much money do I have? Oh, I mean, stuff. Okay, no problem. I don't have stuff. I'll go get some stuff. Sea breeze sure feels good. The whole town filled with the wonderful aroma of the sea, and that's why my car rests. That sign's not looking too good either. Welcome to the lovely Panama Hotel. Rooms are 100 gil. Will you stay with us? Nope. How slow the loading is. It's a little bit too serious on the emulation, honestly. Found an old issue of Timber Maniacs. Finish reading it. Pardon me, I was pooping. Hey, instructor. Why don't you have a seat? I could really use the company. Alright, while we're at it, we can go over the test you flunked the other day. Back to pooping. Hey, have you heard? Mr. Dick's son is going to take the seat exam. Really? I wonder if that rowdy boy can handle it. Does Mrs. Dick know about this? Zell will pass the exam is probably around 50%. At least that's what my son said. The exam doesn't just test physical abilities, right? Right. It also emphasizes teamwork. On top of that, composure, focus, proper decision making, and much more. Oh my, I doubt he can handle it. buy anything before you go? You carry various gifts too. I think antidote is actually important. Always important. Still like 5 potions too. I'm the Queen of Cards. I travel all over the world to monitor and enforce the various card rules. What do you want to know? Regions rules, current trend of the trading rules, how the rules passed on. Basically, each region has its own rules. The rules you are carrying are passed on as you travel to various regions. As for the trading rules, they gradually spread out from a region where the card game is most popular. Of course, this region can change constantly depending on your course and actions. Also, my presence in a region can change its trading rules at times. Trains are running on schedule. There aren't many tourists coming from Galbadia. From my experiences in this situation, the original PlayStation didn't have analog sticks, right? So it made perfect sense that you could only have 8-way movement. There wasn't a DualShock at the time. You guys from around here? Nope. So you're travelers too? Have you been to Dala or Timber? I bet you haven't been to Galbadia yet. I used to live in Galbadia when I was young. Back then, the city was full of soldiers. Completely different atmosphere than today. Oh, it'd be a long story. Maybe next time. We chose Bellum because we heard it's a peaceful tourist resort. Oh my, it's exactly the way I imagined it. We stayed in Timber before we got here. Despite being occupied by Galbadia, it has a cheery atmosphere. Bellum's a small tourist town, right? Well, that's why there are so few trains. It's good that my job is kind of easy, but I'm just so bored out of my mind. I wish something exciting would happen. Oh, no, you don't. I didn't mean to talk to you. Just pointing at this other thing. Maybe a beautiful woman would come by with some flowers and say, "Hello, sexy." Or how about a rich lady bringing me a bag of sweets with a big tip enclosed? That's the kind of thing I'm waiting for. Hey, you have a pretty nice physique. I'm a professional photographer. Want to be a spotlight technician? No way. Fine, you don't know what you're missing. Trigger. Report just as you strike. Same or as you go. I wish the right stick worked. Just want to use the right stick. I'm supposed to go here, right? The movement is so awkward having it only be 8-way. You would think that you could go in every direction, but you can't. What do you need one for? There's going to be a big parade in Galbadia, and I'm thinking of going. I want to take a lot of nice pictures and sell them and make big money. We'll split everything, 70-30. Actually, how about 80-20? You know what? Forget about it. Have begun to shake lately. I feel like my efficiency's going downhill now. Back in the day, I used to catch a whole bunch of them battlefish and share them with this here cat. Okay. How's my righty boy doing? Sales room up there. He gets angry if anyone goes in, so I'd appreciate it if you didn't. How am I missing? Is there another exit? Damn it, I don't want to talk to you. Ah, hell. Yes, I'm from here. Shut up. Ah, get out of here. Gas station, what the hell? battles. Man. I can see why they let you turn on no battles. Okay, junctioning magic. Now pay attention. I'll be explaining how to utilize the magic you have stocked. Junctioning magic. By junctioning magic, you can raise the character's stats. If the GF has learned the ability to junction onto stats, that particular stat will be displayed in a white. By selecting junction here, the GF and magic commands will appear. You are able to junction magic by selecting magic. When magic is selected, a list of magic appears. Use the cursor to select which stat to junction. When strength is selected, choose a magic with the cursor. You can see how the stat value changes with each magic. When a magic is selected, the magic will display next to the stat and the value will change. Only one magic can be assigned to each stat. However, there is no need to junction magic manually, one by one. Select Auto after junction. Auto junctions magic automatically. There are 3 commands to choose from. Attack favors strength, magic favors magic, and defense favors raising HP. Thus, magic can be junctioned easily by using auto. For example, let's select attack junction. Magic has been junctioned to favor strength. This concludes the magic junction tutorial. When you draw a new magic, try to experiment with it when you junction. That's how you become stronger. Okay, ready to go? Oh, you know how to use your gunblade? Yeah, let's do this. It's better to go over it. The status screen displays each character's basic data. The first screen shows stats such as HP, strength, etc. The second screen shows all the status and elemental related information. The third status screen shows GF related information. The fourth status screen shows limit break information. Squall's gunblade settings can be changed in the limit break screen. There are 2 settings, gunblade auto and Renzokuken indicator. If you select gunblade auto to on, Renzokuken hits automatically without having to press R. However, a perfect may not be possible with this option. You must select off and press R manually at the right time. If the Renzokuken indicator is turned off, the indicator will not be displayed during Renzokuken. If the gunblade auto option is turned on, the Renzokuken indicator is turned off automatically. That's all for Squall's limit break. Alright, let's go. What else do we have to explain? Man. Objective, to obtain a low-level GF. A seed member must support you. Are you ready? Yeah, sure. I'm ready. I'm his support. Instructor number 14. Quistis Trepid. Select a time limit. Choose one suited to your abilities. Challenging, yet reasonable. 10 minutes. Very well, good luck. My job is to support you in battle. Everything else is up to you. Fine. God damn it. Let's see where I was on the screen. It's probably these orbital it's not 3D Final Fantasies, you know. Like you really gotta pay attention to where it puts you on the screen, because it may not be where you think it is. You know, the boys often choke on this test when I come with them. I guess my charm makes them nervous. Whatever. I'm just kidding. Trying to keep you relaxed, that's all. Of course, this is the hottest girl in the game, but, you know, you have to fall in love with some of the crazy girls. I wish it wasn't 3 times speed, I wish it was double speed. 3 times is just a little too fast. Or that you toggle between, you know, 2, 3, and 5. Yeah, she's the only one I get magic to. Bomb, elemental monster. Use ice for attack use. Check the monster's weakness with scan. Fighting. That's the thing that takes up the most time. I was right. You and Cypher are in a class of your own. You both have amazing strength and potential. Okay, this is it. Are you ready? You seem confident enough. as much time, but let me go over this real quick. Good, you got yourself a GF. If you junction a GF, you'll be able to use the LMJ ability. It is an explanation of elements. Junction can change basic parameters such as strength and magic, as well as elemental parameters. By junctioning with a GF, by junctioning a GF with elemental junction ability, as magic is junction, the L80 slot above HP turns white, indicating an elemental junction. When left is selected, the elemental junction screen appears. Elemental junction works like other junctions. First, select a stat to junction to. Then choose a magic to finish the junction. No, I can't say that word. However, non-elemental magic, like Cure, cannot be junctioned. Elemental junction affects attack and defense differently. Junctioning to elemental attack. That links that element to a character's attack. The percent indicator, or the percent indicates how much of the attack's damage is linked to that element. At the maximum value of 100%, the attack becomes entirely elemental. In the example, ice is at 50%. This means that the damage only increases by 50%. When junctioned to elemental defense, the damage from that element is reduced. Reduction of damage is shown in percentage. At 100%, damage is reduced to 0. In the example, fire damage is reduced to 20% because elemental defense is at 80%. A star is displayed when the value goes over 100%, indicating that damage is absorbed. In this state, you can absorb the amount of damage indicated by the percentage. In the example, 50% of the fire damage is absorbed. Multiple magic types can be junctioned to elemental defense, depending on the GS ability. Junction multiple magic types with the same elemental for a cumulative effect. Try junctioning different magic to check the effect. You can also select Auto to automatically junction the most effective elemental magic. This concludes the elemental junction tutorial. There's a lot of fire elemental monsters here, so junction Blizzard to your elemental attack. You'll have an easier time with fire elemental enemies. But I gave you Shiva, so... Didn't I? Let me get myself Shiva? Crazy with these menus, I swear. Now I remember why this wasn't so popular. I mean, none of any of that babble is going to make sense until much later in the game when you've been using some of this stuff. But throwing all these terms, which don't mean anything, and don't relate to other Final Fantasies or anything at all. Like super confusing to start this game. Whereas Final Fantasy VII was, very simple to start, which I think is, helps with its popularity as well. like I said, that Final Fantasy VII came out at like the perfect time. We got a bunch of new people exposed to the RPGs. You know, it had a really fantastic commercial, a little bit deceptive, and you know, showing people like all of the cinemas, not how the actual game looked. But I think people stuck with it, and they were able to kind of look past the chunky graphics because it was still revolutionary for the time. So nowadays, you know, I think sprite work is actually much more impressive than the early polygons of this game. This has more fighting than Final Fantasy VII. I don't know if the random counters are higher. It's been a long time since I played Final Fantasy VII. Not the remake, obviously, but the original remaster, the one that's on this system. I still have the first, purchase the remaster. I think it's gonna be a while before I play that game. Seven was never really my favorite. I certainly like it more than this one, but I didn't like it more than Final Fantasy VI or Final Fantasy V or Final Fantasy IV. So that one's a tough one for me to get into. So we're going to try this and see how far we get. I don't know. Really loud. Much louder than it used to be. All you can do is change the sound effect level. It's like, really? Come on, man. Let's see how much fighting there is in this game. Man, the random encounters are high. Like I said, I don't know how the game would work without random encounters at all. How would you raise levels? How would you fight bosses? Because if you wanted to explore, you'd turn off random encounters, but the very first time you go through anything, you'd have to enable them, I guess. But the game is balanced so that as you go back and forth, you're also gaining levels. So if you don't fight enough by turning off the random encounters, then you'll be severely underleveled. But I guess that's why you turn on the cheat to give yourself more power like this. I don't know. I mean, the logic behind the game doesn't make sense. Well done. Let's see. I thought there was something else I needed to go over with you before you take the seat exam. Oh yes, taking care of each GF. This is something you have to watch out for. GF tutorial. A GF will level up as it gains experience. And learn new abilities by gaining AP. From experience and AP. Experience gained from battles automatically levels up the GF. While AP gained during battle can be distributed to learn different abilities. decide how to distribute the points. Let's go over how a GF can learn different abilities. Select GF from the menu to display the GF required. When Shiva is selected, Shiva's stats are shown. This displays its experience, level, and compatibility between your character, etc. But by selecting Learn, Shiva's ability list is displayed. Abilities in white, such as Strength J, are abilities already learned. All abilities in gray have not yet been learned yet. The first number in gray shows the AP gained towards learning. And the second number shows the AP required to complete. Vital J shows that 50 AP are required, of which 0 AP have been gained. In order to learn the ability Elemental Attack J, move the cursor to Elemental Attack J. And confirm. Elemental Attack J will then be displayed to the left under Learning. From here on, all AP gained will be used for Elemental Attack J. When all 160 AP are gained, Elemental Attack J is learned. Once an ability is learned, AP will automatically move to an ability not yet learned. With each learned ability comes a different set of abilities to learn. The order of learning affects the GS power. Therefore, it is recommended to return to the screen to set the next ability. This concludes the tutorial. Thank you and good luck. Now change into your uniform and assemble at the first floor lobby. I know, it throws like so much stuff at you. And like it's they're all sort of like new terminology, not really from a lot of other Final Fantasy games, so it's so confusing when you start. I think that's one of the things that hurts the game. Final Fantasy VII and Final Fantasy IX were very, very straightforward in how you attack and how you build stats and how you gain abilities, but this is the opposite. This is not straightforward at all. Which is not really a detriment to the game itself, but it does make it hard to get into for new players. And if you're coming off of Final Fantasy VII, like if you haven't played a lot of role-playing games, Final Fantasy VII was your first one, and you jump into this game, it may seem overwhelming. And I think that's, again, I think for the time, I think it's what really hurt this game. Alright, so why don't we stop it there? This is audap, watching Final Fantasy VIII Remaster on a Nintendo Switch. Like I said, we're going to try to play this game, see how far we get. I think I've only played this game once, unlike all the other Final Fantasy games, which I've played multiple times. This has been the one that has never really done it for me. But we're going to try it again. A number of years have passed. You had the ability to have some cheats to make the game a little bit easier this time around. You have the 3 times speed. You have the ability to turn off random encounters. Plus, you have the ability to boost your stats for the fighting. So I think with all that, we can kind of speed through the game and enjoy the story and characters more rather than the grinding. I think that'll help things along. I don't know, we'll see. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed watching. I will see you at the next stream.